when I was in college, and I was pretty much like a 20-year-old metal guy, just having long hair and loving metal music so much. I still had Jesus in my heart, even though I was very, very selfish and I was only kind of trying to do things my way all the time. But I met a kid on campus and he actually told me something I never knew about. And since I was growing up Catholic, I only kind of learned about the Catholic way of life, all the stuff about Catholicism. And I was already opposed to a lot of the man-made rules and a lot of stuff like the Mary stuff. I thought a lot of that stuff didn't really make much sense to me. And I didn't really hear too much about, the love of the Lord and how much the Lord loved us. But he came to talk to me and he was like, hey man, did you know about the mark of the beast? And I'm like, mark of the beast? I have no idea what the mark of the beast is. And he basically was like, well, there's a time that's coming when people are going to have to decide to take a mark of the beast in order to buy and sell. Like whether you're rich or poor or whoever you are, you're going to have to take this mark. And I was like, man, I'm not taking any mark, because I was also kind of like a rebellious metal guy. I was like, nobody's going to give me a mark. And then I was like, and he's like, well, yeah, you'll have to sacrifice your head. All those who do it are going to have to basically sacrifice their head if they don't want to get the mark of the beast. I said, yeah, just put me down, man. Try to cut my head off. Just do it, man. Just cut my head off. I'm not taking any mark. And I was like, and I'll fight and I'll kill and I'll be tough. And no one's going to, give me a mark, And actually it really kind of put in my mind like, wow, I never had heard about that. Never had heard about that anywhere. And it was something I've been thinking about ever since, man. And now when it feels like we really are in the end times, it's so insane to actually see all this stuff come to prophecy and all this technology. Back then, we didn't know about that technology. This was like 1995, you know what I'm saying? We didn't even, I don't think I even had a regular computer back in 1995. So it's very interesting though, but it's good to spread the word about the whole mark of the beast, because I think one thing happens. People who are normal people who have been to churches might not realize the very dire importance of following what the Lord said, because I believe in a rapture, that people could be taken away before the tribulation. And actually, sometimes maybe people have to learn about the tribulation because maybe they just learn things the hard way. Like, okay, the easy way is to learn about God and how to love him. But the hard way is to learn that there's going to be tribulation that people are going to be stuck in. And you don't want to be stuck there because it's going to be horrible. And you gotta accept Jesus into your heart sooner, So that definitely led me to somewhat of a different mindset about the end times in the future. And even though I was kind of foolish for many years after that and didn't totally walk with God like I should have, I really realized in the end how important that is, that we find the Lord, especially before this tribulation kicks off, where 1/3 of the planet dies off right off the bat, rather. So it's good advice to follow the Lord and look it up yourself, the mark of the beast in the future in Revelations.